I believe that fear is potentially the catalyst to help us grow and move through our problems. So with fear is addressing a problem and having a situation where we accept that there is a problem, and with that crisis comes an opportunity to grow or learn or overcome. And so whatever the problem is that we're afraid of, if we run from it or curl up like a little pill bug, we're not addressing the problem. We're just becoming the victim. Instead, you have a victim triangle: the persecutor, the victim, and then the rescuer. But you know, you can stand up and negate the whole process by addressing your fears in a clear and concise way, and moving through that without allowing it to affect you in the same way it would have affected others. Basically, address your problems. Address your problems in a clear and concise way. And what you're afraid of, probably 90% of those things, or let's say 99% of those things that people worry about or are afraid of, never happen or never will happen. And there's no control over it either. So most of our energy spent thinking and worrying and being in fear is wasted on a possibility that doesn't really affect us. Our mind was actually created to protect our body, to alert us to the fact that there's fear out there. And the reason the most TV has so much fear coming through is that sells, that gets us to connect and respond. It's not a good place to stay for your body vibrational frequency, to stay in fear and always on alert. Right now our TV system, our whole media system, you know, speaking of violence or showing violence or death or whatever, that's easily accepted, whereas we don't allow for lovemaking. We don't allow for nurturing relationships, because that isn't interesting to most people. Most people just want to stay in that weird little mode, and that's sort of the old paradigm mode. That's the fight or flight mode. That's the lowest root chakra. And reactionary is the next one. A reactionary, that's more mental games. But we're actually moving up to a third chakra, which is this more evolved state. It's more where what we desire, what our intention is, what our will to do it, and our destiny, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven, well, that energy comes through us. And I think people are evolving into that place where this higher level chakra, where we are instantly manifesting what we want, or what we need, or what our spirit needs. How's that? We're instantly manifesting what our spirit needs to grow. And sometimes what we manifest is a problem, because that's what our spirit needs to grow. And once we overcome the problem, we don't repeat the problem, and our spirit is enlightened and free of that pattern or cycle or whatever it is. So the next level would be the heart chakra, and that's peace, harmony, laughter, love. That's where we're living in joy. Everything from here on up is all spirit. It's connected. And generally, humanity has lived down here in the fight or flight, caveman, reactionary chakras. And as we're evolving in this more enlightened state, all of humanity is leaving that behind and addressing that less, and addressing more of their feelings, their emotions, their intuition more. And that is the evolution. That's the shift in consciousness that we're all going through. That's humanity evolving.